So here we go. This is the top heat of round 2, only 28 hours after it was supposed to happen, but after storms washed away most of the running yesterday, we are finally going to complete round 2, having already completed rounds 3 and 4, if that makes sense. Anyway, it's been that sort of event, but we are cracking on and we're going to get this underway for the IFMAR 1/10 IC Track 200mm World Championship, and our coverage on RC Racing TV presented to you by Team Shepherd, by HPI Racing, by Runner Time Fuel, and by IFMAR. So the lineup rolling off: Dario Balestri, Takaki Shimo, Luca Rodelli, Dominic Greiner, and Robert Peach, Alessio Mazzeo, Simon Kurzbuch, Bruno Coelho, Tadahiko Sahashi, who is currently coming into this round, the provisional TQ, and Mark Green of Great Britain completes the lineup. Let's get underway then. They come flying down that main straight for the first time. Phenomenal top speeds by these guys. These are some of the fastest out there. Some of these guys tripping 105 kilometers an hour on the speed trap. That is Dominic Greiner's car, the pink and black car. And we are watching right now. And what's his first lap time? Oh, straight into the 16.4 second bracket. Alessio Mazzeo also on a 16.383 as well. These are the top guys, and this is why they elected to run this round later on in the day today. They didn't want to run it first thing this morning because they wanted the track to be in a similar condition as possible to when racing was halted yesterday. That was pretty warm, pretty grippy, nice amount of compound down on the track, and decent grip levels, and these guys are able to really showcase what they can do. Bearing in mind that they have had a couple of runs already today in the other rounds, but this is the lost final heat of round 2. And it's coming to you right now. Greiner is straight up there. Let's see if we can keep an eye out for Alessio Mazzeo. The Italian has started this heat really, really well. He's, I think, a couple of cars behind. He's the orange car, 3 cars back. So just wait there for a second, John. We have 1, 2, and then the orange car there, number third in line. That's car 6 of Alessio Mazzeo. And so far, he's on an absolutely sensational turn of pace. He is not only on for a 19-lap run, but probably the fastest 19-lap run we've seen so far this week. 5 minutes 12.2 is the forecast for him at the moment. Really, really impressive. These are some sensational laps so far. If you think about it, Sun's been on this track for a lot of the day. There's a lot of grip being put down, a lot of cars out there, a lot of runs. These guys have also had a couple of runs at this track already. They're right in there. Their eye is in, and they're looking good. Mazzeo is looking so strong, but as is also Dominic Greiner. And it really shows you the level of pace that we've gone from most guys struggling to make 19 laps in 5 minutes to the entirety of this 10-car field on 19-lap runs provisionally. Let's see if we can just have a look for car number 7, which would be Simon Kurzbuch, who typically has jumped back up there because when is this guy never not near the top of the timesheets in 1/8 or 1/10 Nitro RC Racing? He's coming through the final corners now. In fact, John, if you drop back 2 cars, there he is. There's Simon Kurzbuch. Remember, the 1/8 reigning IFMAR World Champion, and he is looking to add a 1/10 world title and hold both at the same time. That'll be some remarkable achievement for this Swiss superstar, who really does make driving both codes of Nitro RC Racing, on-road racing, really look effortless. He was mere minutes away from adding the 1/8 European crown to his world title back in Eskilstuna in Sweden, but had late mechanical issues on a pit stop, and that dropped him out of the reckoning. He'll be desperate to make up for that with another world title, and so far, he's looking really, really good. He's also well down comfortably in the 19-lap bracket on a 5 minutes 13.8 predicted at this point in time. And his car has just looked so smooth. He's looked unfazed this entire weekend. He is one of the most the coolest customers in the garage, but he has a sort of real intensity that you can just see, a kind of calm intensity that you can really see as soon as he steps on the driver rostrum, and he really starts to wind it on. If we drop 1 car back to the white car, car number 5 of Robert Peach. Now, it's quite a miracle that car is even out there at the moment, let alone turning very, very good lap times. He's showing at around the mid-table at this point in time, but that's pretty disingenuous given the fact that everyone is within about 5 seconds of each other. That's how close this top heat is. But Peach suffered an enormous crash in the previous round to this one. That'll be round 4. And he hasn't actually had that much time to repair it, because obviously we're running this halfway through round 5. So he hasn't had much time to repair the car. And if you saw the accident, which I believe is as a standalone clip on our RC Racing TV YouTube channel, you'll see, if you watch that, you'll think, how on earth is this thing still rolling and back out there mere an hour and a half or so later? And Peach is also not only out there, but turning some very competitive laps. However, If we drop back one car, Jean, one car, the next car through that's car 9 of Tadahiko Sahashi, who is our provisional TQ coming into this round. And he's navigating the Shepherd S really nicely. In fact, that's car 8 of Bruno Coelho, another guy involved in that big accident before, and another guy who is so supremely proficient in both codes of Nitro on-road racing, as well as off-road as well. He's very strong over there. He is the reigning 1/10th European champion, and he's also shown very well in 1/8 competition as well. Right now, he's only showing it around 7th place, but again, that's disingenuous given that there is literally only 3 seconds covering this entire field right now. It is that close as we tick down into the final seconds of this intense top heat for round 2. Round 2 finally gets completed nearly 28 hours after it was supposed to, but it's been worth the wait as Coelho takes a really wide line out the final corner, and I think he slows down the main straight. Was he trying to make pit road there? I think he missed the entry of pit road. Doesn't matter too much. He has completed his run, as has everyone. So let's see just where that leaves everyone in the final reckoning as Coelho comes back around. Let's pull out. Back again. And then let's have a look at the final result. And it's Dario Balestri right back up to the top. The former European champion and a man who came into this event as one of the 2 kind of favourites along with Dominic Greiner. Those are the guys we were tipped to watch, and Balestri has really backed that form up. And ironically, had round 2 been cancelled yesterday, he would have gone in overnight as the TQ. And ironically, he has won this heat, so he has now TQ'd both rounds 1 and 2. So it'd be interesting to see how that affects the overall standing now that we factor round 2's full scores into play. Alessio Mazzeo makes it a 1-2 for the Italians. In fact, Luca Rodelli makes it a 1-2-3 for the Italians, so the home fans have a lot to cheer about. Can we also point out 8 of the 10 cars running 19 laps there? Quite sensational. Simon Kurzbuck, who we followed for a little while, 4th. Dominic Greiner, we talked a lot about, 5th. Tadahiko Sahashi, the provisional TQ, coming into this final heat of round 2, 6th. Bruno Coelho, 7th. Takaki Shimo, 8th. Mark Green, 9th. And Robert Piche, 10th. Those bottom 2 just missing out on 19 lap runs. And as I say, for Piche, just the fact that he made it out there in the first place is a small miracle in itself.